Formatting your manuscript in Microsoft Word is easier than you think. In this video, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process to set up your manuscript to look like this for editors, beta readers, literary agents, or writing coaches. So first, let's start with page setup. Go to Layout, Margins, and select Normal, which is 1-inch margins on all sides. Next, go to Size and choose Letter 8.5 by 11. Next, you'll want to choose your font by going to Home, and in the drop-down, select a standard font like Times New Roman or Arial, and then size 12. And now your document is set up. On the very first line, type your first and last name. Of course, this should be your real name. If you're writing under a pen name, I'll show you where to include that later. Tab over to the right 8 times and type word count. This is a key step because your writing coach, editor, and formatter will provide you with quotes based on your word count. Once your manuscript is complete, you will include your word count here. Now, here's the simplest way to find your word count. Click Review, Word Count, and you'll find your word count here. On the next line, type your address. On the next line, type your city, state, and zip code. Drop down a line and include your email address. And make sure that it's an email address that you check often. This is going to be the email that you share with your editor, writing coach, literary agent, or publishing company. Drop down to the middle of the page. Click Home, Text Alignment, Center, and type the title of your manuscript in all capital letters. Hit Enter twice and type by and then your author name. If you're writing under a pen name, you can include writing as and then your pen name. This is your title page. Now, at this point, your cursor should be at the end of your name. Go to Insert, Page Break. Now, you can add page breaks within Word, but Word for the web can't add section breaks yet. So this is a limitation of this version. The next page we're going to create is your table of contents. This page won't populate until you have finished each of your chapters, but we want to make sure that this page is included in the formatting. So press Enter 4 times, and in the center of the page, type Table of Contents. Go to References, Insert Table of Contents, and I'll show you how to update this table of contents later in the video. Place your cursor below the table of contents. Go to Insert, Page Break. Now, before we move on to the next step, if this process feels overwhelming, don't worry. I've created a manuscript format and outline template that's easy to use in Microsoft Word. It includes all the formatting you need for a professional manuscript so you can focus on writing. Check out the link in the description below. With your cursor on page 3 of your manuscript, and while still in the Insert menu, click Header and Footer. Enter your last name and the title of your manuscript on the left. Tab twice. Click on Page Numbers. Select the last option on the first row, which is Add Page Number to the right side of the header. Select Different First Page. Click out of the header by clicking on the gray area below. Because you're using the web version and it doesn't have the advanced features, your manuscript will start on page 3 as you can see here. If you were using the desktop version, you would have access to these advanced features, which would allow you to start this page on page 1. So, if this is important to you, my recommendation is to download the desktop version of Microsoft Word. Next, you'll want to center the chapter title 1/3 of the way down the page. Select Heading, Text Alignment, Center, and you can write your chapter title by either using the number or writing the number out. Now remember, this is an important step as formatting the chapter title as a heading is what will populate your table of contents. Press Enter, Text Alignment, Center, and type the chapter title underneath. Press Enter twice, and next let's ensure that the line spacing is double. So in Layout, go to the three dots, click Paragraph Options. First, select Left under Alignment. Now, this next step is only if you write fiction. So if you write fiction, you'll want to follow the guidelines of your genre by using indented paragraphs. Each paragraph should be indented by 0.5 inches, but you don't want a space or tab to indent, so you'll put 0.5 in this box before text. In the special box, you'll select first line. Now, if you don't write fiction, you don't have to worry about that step. Next, in the spacing, select double, then click OK. And this is where you'll start typing your first chapter. And if you found that your font has changed, simply select the paragraph for chapter 1 and change the font back to Times New Roman. Just remember, whenever you're starting a new chapter, you always want to insert a page break. Okay, now let's go back and update your table of contents. Now that your chapter heading is already formatted, you can mouse over the table of contents and hit this circular arrow to update your table of contents. To name your document, you would click here, and Microsoft Word automatically saves your manuscript, and you can confirm that by clicking here. Your manuscript is now professionally formatted and ready for submission or the next stage of your writing journey. And don't forget, if this was all too complicated for you, make sure to download my manuscript format and outline template. It is a ready-to-use solution for Microsoft Word. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more writing and publishing tips. And make sure to check out the next video in this series where I provide advanced Microsoft Word tips for aspiring authors.